close your eyes and allow the body to settle once more into a position of ease, the breath flowing freely, the attention turning gently inward. Take a slow, deep breath in through the nose, filling the lower belly, then the ribs, then the upper chest, holding gently, and release with a long, smooth exhale through the mouth, softening the face, the shoulders, the hands. Inhale deeply and slowly exhale. Again, inhale deeply and slowly exhale, feeling how each cycle strengthens the calm presence, the appreciative warmth, and the genuine curiosity already familiar from the previous experiences. And then the thought occurs that this new way of being unfolds perfectly in its own natural timing. As the breath continues its steady rhythm, the attention moves to the quiet center where the golden light of calm presence, the warmth of appreciation, and the open curiosity have already taken root and begun to integrate. See clearly in the mind's eye how that light now expands a little further, reaching into the throat and the hands, creating a quiet readiness to speak with clarity and to listen without defense. A gentle awareness begins to emerge, that complete power to shape the inner world rests here and now. Feel deeply in the body how this expanded light brings a sense of grounded steadiness, a readiness to meet differing views with the same open presence that has already been cultivated, without any need to tighten or persuade through force. The shoulders remain relaxed, the breath easy, the face soft and receptive. The idea presents itself that true confidence flows effortlessly from the core. Now imagine stepping into a scene from a near future day, perhaps a meeting or conversation where perspectives differ. See the setting with rich detail, the arrangement of the space, the light on faces, the subtle sounds of voices and movement, the feeling of the chair or floor beneath you. Notice how the calm presence, appreciative warmth, and genuine curiosity from before travel with you into this moment. How the body already knows how to remain open. It becomes evident that the next version of self steps forward naturally. In this scene, hear another person express a view that differs from your own. See their face and posture. Feel how your body stays relaxed. The chest remains open, the breath steady. And then notice how naturally the mind aligns with the outcomes most deeply desired. As genuine curiosity rises first, a soft question that invites them to share more about their perspective, rather than a counter-argument. Feel the warmth in the chest as you listen fully without interrupting, absorbing the reasons and feelings behind their words. A profound realization takes shape that forgiveness opens the way for fresh creation. See how their expression shifts as they feel heard, how their shoulders soften, how their voice gains a note of relief. Notice how your own body registers this as increased steadiness and quiet strength. How the prior skills of presence and appreciation now support the space for influence to arise naturally, rather than through opposition. Suddenly, it dawns that old patterns hold no power unless chosen otherwise. Allow the scene to develop, seeing how a bridge begins to form through the simple act of full listening and sincere acknowledgement of their point. Feel how your next words, when they come, arise from the integrated warmth and curiosity rather than from defense. How they acknowledge what is valid in their view while gently offering another angle. Notice the shift in the energy of the conversation, how it moves from opposition toward exploration. Knowing arises that resilience stands as the default response to any situation. Now let the scene shift to a moment later in the same interaction, or later the same day, where the conversation is moved toward a decision or next step. See how the prior appreciation and curiosity have created safety, how the other person is now more open to considering alternatives. Feel in your body the quiet confidence that comes from having stayed present and respectful, how influence is emerging through connection rather than through pressure. The awareness grows stronger that the inner voice speaks only truth and empowerment. Expand now into a series of future scenes, days and weeks ahead, where this integrated way of meeting difference has become more frequent. See brief moments across different settings, a team discussion with conflicting ideas, a conversation with a friend or family member about a sensitive topic, a negotiation or planning session. In each one, feel how the body responds with greater ease, how the presence, appreciation, and curiosity combine automatically, how the conversation moves toward greater understanding and cooperation, even when views initially differ. And then clarity emerges, that leadership begins with humble service to the heart. In one of these future moments, notice how a decision that could have created division instead moves forward with shared ownership, how people feel respected even when they do not get their original preference, how your own sense of influence has grown through the consistent practice of creating safety for honest exchange. Feel the cumulative effect in the chest and the breath, a deepening sense of quiet power that does not depend on winning, but on the quality of connection maintained. A soft realization forms that the body already knows the way to balance and vitality. Allow one more layer of future pacing, seeing how these patterns continue to strengthen over months. how they begin to shape larger group dynamics, how teams and relationships respond more openly when difference is met with presence, appreciation, and curiosity, how decisions carry greater commitment because people feel heard and valued. Feel how the integrated light in the chest now supports influence that is ethical, sustainable, and rooted in genuine respect. And then the feeling arises that safety and worth rest naturally within. As these images continue to develop with increasing richness and emotional depth, take another slow breath in, and as you exhale, feel the entire body integrating the sensations of steady presence, appreciative warmth, genuine curiosity, and the quiet strength that arises when difference is met with respect. Know that each repetition strengthens the pathways, making the outer expression more natural, more frequent, and more effective in creating cooperation and positive influence in the days and weeks ahead. When you are ready, begin to bring the attention back to the present moment, to the feeling of the body resting, to the gentle rhythm of the breath. Carry this integrated sense of respectful influence and open connection with you as you open the eyes, knowing the integration continues beneath the surface of ordinary activity.